Well, I'm back in Pennsylvania. Florida was a nice little vacation. The Lakeland VW Classic 2025 was a great show. I met a few people there that I really like, and I suggest that maybe you check out their channels and follow them. I'm going to list them below. And we had a great time. You know, one thing about Florida is it's kind of a year-round thing there. They have a lot of get-togethers, and they get a lot of use out of their cars. They have a lot of fun. Okay, now here's my situation for today. I'm still waiting on parts to finish the chassis from the power coater. And I'm also waiting on a couple parts from J-Bugs. So I'm going to jump on the bodywork now, and I'm going to start on the roof. This sunroof, for people who just joined into my channel, this sunroof I put in myself. It wasn't a sunroof bug, but I got a sunroof out of a wrecked bug, and I grafted it into my Volkswagen. I have a video on that in the past if you'd like to see how I did it. It really wasn't that hard a job. Well, I'm going to start up here today with the bodywork, and hopefully get pretty good progress on the roof. So let's get started. As far as the roof is concerned, I'm just going to basically do about 6 inches around the sunroof so I can get that started with the filler. In no way I'm an expert at this. I like to do everything myself if possible. And I learn strictly by myself, by mistakes and whatnot. And YouTube is a big teacher of mine. So I'm doing what I think is right, and I'm happy with that. I think that's all that counts. But, you know, my way isn't the right way. Well, it isn't necessarily the wrong way. It's my way. But, you know, you take it or leave it whatever you want. All right, I hope you enjoy the video. Gotta wipe it down a little bit. Get the powder off. Okay, now we're gonna start spreading the kitty hair. And I'm gonna put filler over this, but this is strong stuff. So where it's a little bit rough, I'm gonna put that on for the first coat. It has a hardener that comes with it. Okay, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to mix it up pretty good. Now we got to mix some hardener with it. Now we're going to fold it over itself. Tomorrow, I'm stopping at the paint shop, get one of them mixer boards. And you don't want to swirl it this way to mix it because you'll put air in it. You just want to fold it. Fold it over itself. Okay, let's put a coat of this on. Thin coat. Okay, it looks like I mixed just enough. Okay, we're going to let that harden up now. Okay, it's set up for a while. I'm just going to take the heavy off the edges. Okay, I got a fresh pad on here. We're going to hit it one more time. Okay, for the next coat, you can see we're using Eastwood Contour Premium Body Filler. Rust inhibition and self-etching. A lot of people would prime this again because there's some bare, but that self-etches, so you really don't need to. A lot of people actually put filler right over bare metal. So, you know, everybody's got their own way of doing it. And I feel okay doing it this way because it's self-etching filler. And I'm going to put 2 coats of that on. So let's get it mixing. Okay, doesn't need mixing. It's one nice thing. I'm going to put a healthy amount on here. Your hardener, you want to make sure you move it around because it separates in the tube. This way you get it back together. Okay, let's put some on that. Okay. Now we want to fold that again. No stirring, just folding. Okay, we gotta do the other side. Okay, we're gonna let that set up and dry. Then we're gonna hit it a little bit with the sandpaper, take the tops off, and then we're gonna hit it again with the another coat. What I'm gonna do off camera is where I have it messy, slopped up here, I'll clean that up a little bit. Before it gets hard and real hard, there's a point where you could take the high spots off. I'm using like a little cheese grater. And what you want to do is take the high stuff off. And then when you sand it, you're a little easier on your sandpaper. I gouged it a little bit here, but all right, we'll fill it. Okay, the plan is we're going to let this harden up. We're going to sand it one more time with 100 on the orbital sander. Okay, we're about to mix up another batch. I cleaned it up off camera. Gonna give it a little final coat now. Then we're gonna sand the whole roof. And then we're gonna give it 2 coats of quick fill. After I do body work on the whole bug, I'm gonna come back and block sand it. You know, like I said, I'm not a professional, but I like to do the things to the best of my ability. So I try to research things and then go from there. And I think I'm doing all right. You want to be smooth, but not shaky. I'm probably going to do one more skim coat after this. Try to get it as smooth as you can. You don't want to put it on sloppy or it's hard to get off then. Okay, we're going to let that dry and we're going to sand it again. Mixing up the 3rd layer of filler. You know, I used to do some sheetrock work and we put 3 layers of spackle on there. So I think that's what's in my head why I want to do 3. But it's looking really good. This will be a skim coat. Then I'll clean it up. I'm going to sand everything and I'll hit it with some heavy fill primer. Yellow, and then when you put the blue in, we get a pretty green. Okay. Here we go. Nice and smooth. Got a lot of time to work with it. Smoother, the better it is for cleaning up. Easier. Okay, we'll hit the other side. Just enough. Okay, we're going to let that dry, and then we're going to clean up all these rough edges Then we're going to sand it down for the last time before we put primer on it. The last coat is setting up. While it's setting up, I'm going to take this heavy buildup, so much easier now than when it's hard as a rock. Get them heavy things off when it's half dry. It'll come off easy. I believe it really came out nice. I mean, I'm sure it's going to need some fine tuning, but not much. Point is, I'm going to try to get the whole body one time. Then I'll go over everything again with the block. And I forget what you call it, but you dust it with the black paint or a powder. And then you go over it with a block sander. I'm going to do that. And then I'll do the final body coat before I paint it. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Got to let this dry some more. We'll hit it with the sander. What's nice about this filler, it's yellow and the hardener is blue. So when you mix it together, it's green. And if you see, it's green now, but not as strong as it was, and some yellow's coming where it's drying. So that's a good indicator. When it's yellow, it's ready to sand. You want to sand it when it's ready. You don't want to wait until it's like a rock. So we'll let it go for now and see what happens. It's a little cool today, so things are a little slower than normal. But we'll get back to it. A little final cleanup. Okay, I think we're done for the final sanding for today. I'm going to blow it off. Okay, I'm going to wipe it down with a tack rag. And we're going to primer it. I'm going to use rattle can. And if you use the rattle can, make sure you get good primer. Okay, put some coat on it. Just gonna put a tack coat at first. The sunroof came out of a gold car, I could see that. Okay, I'm going to go over and do the other side. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. Then I'll hit it again. All right, first coat is dry. I'm going to hit it again. Really coming out good. I'm really happy. You cannot tell this is not a factory roof. Okay, that's not the final job, but it's looking good for now. Tomorrow I'm going to sand the rest of the roof, primer the whole roof. Then the roof will be done, and I'll move on maybe to the dash here or something, but that'll be my next move. I'll make it up as we go. All right, enjoy the project. Take your time. It's going to be around for a long time, so you don't want to hurry it. All right, see you in the next one.